How much fun can it be to invade planet Earth? Destroy All Humans tries to answer this question with a new remake that promises better gameplay and technical improvements. Does it live up to the expectations? My name is Catalina and I'll tell you everything in this new video review. When we talk about remakes, we usually speak in absolute terms. Some are simply a must because of the importance of the original game at the time of its release. Then we have remakes that leave you wondering why. These are based on games that were never popular in the first place or were just plain bad. Somewhere in between are the remakes that hardly anyone talks about, those games with a fan base which are at least decent but whose remake nobody was really expecting. Destroy All Humans falls clearly into this category. The original version of Destroy All Humans was released in 2005, and this remake repeats the exact same premise. In an attempt to save their species with the help of human DNA, aliens from the Furon Empire disembark on planet Earth in the year 1959. The first mission is a complete failure when Crypto 136 is captured by the US military forces, and it's now the job of Crypto 137 to rescue his brother, help his species, and while he's at it, destroy all humans. Those familiar with the original game will find no difference in the story. This narrative decision is a double-edged sword that ends up playing against Destroy All Humans. The game actually starts with a pseudo-warning by telling the user that although this is a remake, the content of the story reflects a different time and may come as a shock for modern, sensitive players. If stories written 15 years ago about the US in the 50s, filled with anti-communist humor and ignorant American stereotypes, are not your thing, then you won't find Destroy All Humans all that interesting. Whereas the humor and quality of the story may prove a bit subjective, the gameplay of this remake sure feels good to the touch. Although the main goal of Destroy All Humans is, well, destroying all humans by controlling Crypto in what looks a lot like a third-person shooter, the way the missions are designed is not diverse enough to stop the experience from becoming a bit monotone. Either controlling important people with our minds, or using a surprisingly competent stealth system, or wreaking havoc with our flying saucer, the game has a fair and decent amount of activities. As a reward for our mission, Crypto obtains human DNA that can be used for a large number of improvements. All of Crypto's weapons and abilities have their own upgrades, and the game offers two different skill trees, one for the flying saucer and one for the foot combat. The DNA obtained in the main missions is more than enough to buy the improvements we'll need throughout the main story. But if what we want is to unblock it all, Destroy All Humans goes one step beyond. Upon completing a mission, the game treats us to a sandbox-style version of the area where we can destroy humans just for kicks, or do other activities like running races or looking for collectible objects, everything to get extra DNA. This gameplay loop makes Destroy All Humans an experience with a very good pace. The missions are relatively short, and handling Crypto and his wide arsenal becomes quite entertaining as we obtain new improvements. The game controls were modernized so well that we forget this is a game from 2005. The only thing negatively affecting the gameplay is that the artificial intelligence of the enemies leaves a lot to be desired. And with no difficulty options, the game can become a bit too simple. Besides, the fights against the bosses are usually the least interesting because they're just too easy, except for the final boss who goes to the opposite side to make for a frustrating confrontation. As a remake, gameplay is not the only thing redone from scratch. The visuals tried to bring the Destroy All Humans of 2005 to the current generation of consoles, and from most standpoints, it passes with flying colors. The stages are very well designed, and the cinematics even feature new camera perspectives, reflecting direction techniques that the game simply could not use back then. It's a shame, however, that the character models are so unsatisfying. Except for Crypto, all humans have models that look way too last generation, with a caricaturesque, over-the-top design reminiscent of infamous games like Ride to Hell. The sound design is also a separate chapter, and the characters' voices are baffling, to say the least. Just like the recent remake of SpongeBob, also distributed by THQ Nordic, Destroy All Humans uses the original audio tracks for the voices with a remastering that falls short of the mark in terms of the audio quality. It's quite easy to notice that the tracks are 15 years old, especially when combined with the 3D animation models that are much more expressive than its predecessors. All this makes for a sharp contrast between the 2005 performances and the animations of 2020. Despite its flaws, the remake of Destroy All Humans will probably leave a significant imprint. Although its gameplay and some graphic aspects give it a modern look and feel, other elements blow its cover as a 2005 release. Those who played it back then will find themselves playing a very similar game, only easier on the eyes and touch. Those who never experienced it will need to overlook the 15-year-old humor and acting to be able to fully enjoy what the game has to offer. Destroy All Humans may not be the remake everybody was expecting, but at least it's not one that makes you wonder why. In view of all this, Destroy All Humans gets a score of 7. The wide range of missions and modern controls are the best thing about this game, but 3D models and the audio quality leave a lot to be desired. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Follow us on social media and visit www.malditosnerds.com to stay up to date with the latest video game news. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.